When the world's so cold and we're losing hope, I need you, I need you. When the darkness comes and we're overrun, yeah, I need you. That's when we need each other. 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 That's when we need each other.
Alrighty, everybody, welcome back to the 2026 Summer Bowl. We have officially completed the first round of the Swiss, and we are about ready to move into round number 2. We had quite the amount of action in round number 1. All 8 teams were able to get on the pitch and show what they are made of. 4 of them were able to come away with a win, and those 4 teams will be playing for their group's championship, while the other 4 will be playing for a possible tiebreaker moving forward, or going to be 0-2 in their group. So a quick summary of what's happened thus far in Group A. Beachy Balls took down Team Simplicity in a sweep 3-0. It was a good series. A couple of overtimes went Beachy Balls' way. The other side, them Nuggies were able to defeat Thunderstrike 3-1. And Beachy Balls and them Nuggies will be playing in the 1-0 round to win their group, while Thunderstrike and Simplicity will play in the 0-1 for a possible tiebreaker. Over in Group B, we saw Chaos Corp take down Revolution in a sweep. This one was much more, I'd say, sweep-worthy, I think, than the other one was. And on the other side was the series of round number 1, Team Tundra and Sunbreakers going to 5. And not only that, but it was Team Tundra with a reverse sweep to take down Sunbreakers. And speaking of that matchup, we'll go ahead and take a look at that recap. It was quite the series, for sure. Over there, Team Tundra, Zach's second ever reverse sweep. We talked about it going into that game 3. When Zach goes down 2-0, he's a whole different beast. He at least wins game 3, but this is the second time now that he's reverse swept. 50 Ben and Isolate Omar was the strategy for Tundra, and it worked wonders in those final 3 games. Xavier finally was able to get his win at Champions Field after losing twice, I believe. Maybe it was just once, but he's finally able to get his win there. And communication seemed to be a sort of an issue. Hopefully they can work it out as they will be playing here shortly. And for Sunbreakers, Ben had full control in those first two games. He was the guy mainly on offense, and he was putting shots in left and right. They actually outscored Team Tundra 6-0 in the first two games, completely shut them out. And Omar and Ben, with that kind of play, they can make a serious run in this bowl. We'll see what they can do moving forward. And finally, they really didn't have a real answer to Tundra after that Game 3 loss. Tundra just turned on a different gear, and they were unable to get it done. But what a series that was between Tundra and Sunbreakers. Excuse me. But now we take a look here. Oh, yeah. And Zach, is he the comeback kid? I think so. We take a look at some of the games that he's played. We start off with Omar in the best of 5. He went down 2-0, and he was able to win Game 3. He didn't pull out the reverse sweep, but he almost brought it to Game 5. He did the same thing with Zeph, went down 2-0, won Game 3. He actually almost brought this one back. He brought it back to Game 5, but could not get the job done. Against me in the Easter Bowl was his first reverse sweep, went down 2-0 to me and brought it all the way back. In the Patriot Bowl, to Jack went down 2-0 in the best of 7 and was able to pull it out 4-3. Again, did it again against Zeph. In the Christmas Bowl, went down 2-0, was able to take Game 3. He almost took Game 4 as well, but ended up losing 3-1. And finally, against Sunbreakers, like we just talked about, he was able to pull it out. He's 14-7 in Game 3s in the Holiday Bowl era. That is just a stat that it's just incredible. Stands out on its own. How is somebody so good at winning Game 3, especially down 2-0? He's 5-3 in Game 3 when facing match point. And also, he's only been swept 3 times, which is absolutely insane. Zach, quite the comeback kid for sure. But I think he would much rather not go down 2-0 moving forward, hopefully. Okay. And now we're going to move into some of the stats from round number 1. Yes, we have stats for you. And as we take a look there on the left, the goals there are your top 6 in goals. And at the top of the list is actually Reese, who scored 10 goals in round 1 for Revolution. They still got swept, though, which is kind of crazy to me that's the case. And they're on the right side, top 6 in shots. This one goes to Ben by a large margin, 27 compared to 21 in second place. And as for the teams themselves, it's Chaos Corp with the most team goals at 17, and them Nuggies and Team Tundra tie for the most shots at 35. Quite the show from some of these players and teams when it comes to goals and shots. Up next for you, we're going to have saves and assists. On the left there, Zach is number 1 in saves with 14 for Team Tundra. He was quite the player in that game, in that series. And then on the right side there's a tie for first in assists between Jack and Tim at the top. And then a bunch of people at 4. And then we take a look at the teams there. It's Team Simplicity with the most saves. This makes a lot of sense. We saw Ant was 7 saves in the first game, and then Grant had like 4 in the final one. And then finally, down there at the bottom, most team assists goes to Team Tundra. You see them both there on the right side. Xavier and Zach both with 4. Give Team Tundra 8 total assists from round 1. Like I said, all 8 teams were able to put their effort out on the field, and it really shows here in some of these stats. But the question is, how much will these change here in round number 2? And speaking of round number 2, I think it's about time that we see our first matchup of round number 2. It's going to be over in Group B for the Group B championship. It's Team Tundra on the left and Chaos Corp going to face off. These two teams are going to play an incredible match for sure. Both had great wins in round number 1. Obviously, Chaos Corp with the 3-0 sweep of Revolution, and Team Tundra with the reverse sweep 3-2 there. Gannon actually moved up 1 in the power rankings, so he's up to number 14. He passed Tim, and as you can see, the MMR a lot closer than it was before, and then you can see those stats there. This one's going to be a really close matchup. Chaos Corp looks so good in round number 1 offensively, and as you can take a look how close the win percentage is. Just favors Team Tundra. Team Tundra also favored on the desk. Only 2 people could actually predict because the other 2 were in the matchup. But This is going to be quite the series. I talked about how in round 1, Team Tundra would probably get a game 5. Did not go, they did get a game 5, but it wasn't how I was expecting it to go. And I feel like this one also has a chance for a game 5 as well. For how important that this is for both teams. You want to get the 1 seed out of your group because you will play the 2 seed from Group A, and obviously vice versa. If you're the 2 seed from Group B, you'll play seed 1 from Group A. But without further ado, I got to turn on VC real quick, actually, so you guys can still hear me. But we're about ready here to get our first matchup of round number 2 underway. Okay, sounds good, man.
Will I be safe? No.
Zeph quite the player offensively, and we talked about in the stats, this is the #1 team in goals right here, Chaos Corp. And I feel like that's going to continue in this series. This 17 in their series in a 3-0 sweep. While the other side, Team Tundra is actually first in team assists, so something has to give here. Will we see those team plays come from Tundra or not? Now Gannon looking for a shot. Xavier's unable to get the ball. And Chaos Corp looking good early. A simple shot from Gannon. Just didn't have boost and just couldn't read it correctly. 2-0 lead for Chaos Corp. We're not even 30 seconds in. Remember, though, this is just the first game. Team Tundra are going to try to settle in. We saw them go down 2-0 against Sunbreakers, so don't be too worried about them just yet. They were outscored 6-0 in game 1, and this is not looking good at all, Tundra. And scores his second of the game. Gets a nice redirect. Xavier's just not really in a good position for that one. Chaos Corp, 3 goals already. We talked about the offense. They're showing it here. What can Team Tundra do? They got to slow this down. We're only 30 seconds in and we have 3 goals on the board. Xavier now going to have possession of the ball. He does get a good 50. Zeph will take control. Zach gets a bump on Zeph, which allows him to delay the play at least for a little bit. Zach going to get a clear out. He gets it past Gannon. Can he get it on target? No, it's off the post. That's Tundra's best look on offense yet. Still scoreless here in this first game. Now Xavier with the ball gets a nice 50. That's towards the net. Can Zach beat Zeph there? Will, and Tundra finally get one on the board. Just over a minute in. The 50 game from Tundra was very important in those final games against Sunbreakers where they were trying to 50 the absolute crap out of Ben to try to stop him from having all that possession. And it looks like that's going to have to be the game plan here, is try to 50 Zeph and Gannon, make him a little bit awkward on defense. You also got to stop Zeph in the air. Can't let him have too much possession. He can really bring the ball from his net into the other net. He's that capable. And now Gannon gets a clear, but it's only to Zach. Zach can get this turn. Xavier looking for a drive-through bump there. Doesn't find it. as Zach takes the ball away from Zeph and gets a 50 on Gannon. It's the kind of play you want from Team Tundra here. Xavier, good 50 on Zeph. What can he do? Can he get this middle? He gets bumped, and it does send it middle. Zach there. The shot is not good. Zeph immediately there for the save. Xavier gets a touch, but gets demoed for his efforts. It looks like both teams going to reset. That was dangerous there for Tundra. Zeph about got a free goal. Getting up for the ball. It's high, and Zach will clear it out. Obviously talked with a couple of these guys before their game. Zach really excited to have the opportunity to play Zeph again and hopefully get a win over him finally. Has not been able to do so thus far. Zeph has only lost to Omar and I so far in these bowls, almost to Jack back in the Christmas. But Zach's looking for his first victory over him. And on the other side, talked to Gannon. He's felt really good coming into this matchup. Obviously, he's hit a new peak in twos, and Zeph's also gotten back up to GC twos. So Chaos Corp looking really good when it comes to 2v2 end. Oh no! That was wide open. Zeph hits it off the post. Chaos Corp holding on to a 2-goal lead here. Tundra got to bring it back. They've got 2 minutes to do so. They can start here. 50 comes out. Xavier, the only one back on defense. He's going to try to take the ball, gives it to Zeph. Zeph doesn't get the greatest touch. Zach got cleared out. Gannon gets a nice touch forward. Now here comes, it's over the middle, and Zach gets good touch to clear it away. He's going to have the boost as well. What can he do with this? Oh, he's not able to get the touch. Oh no, Xavier misread. Touch there from Gannon, and Chaos Corp back to a 3-goal lead. Gannon with the hat trick yet again. We talked about how good of a debut he had against Revolution, and he's showing it here again against Team Tundra, who, with the new set power rankings that we have, obviously not official use of power rankings in our bowl right now, but the new set of power rankings does have Tundra at #1, and Gannon's going to have a 4th goal. And Chaos Corp look to end with a Game 1 victory. Five to 1 is the advantage for Chaos Corp. Team Tundra allowed those 3 early goals, brought one back, probably had a chance to bring another back. But instead it's Chaos Corp with 2 consecutive goals now. Zeph gonna look to make it a 6th. Doesn't find it. Now Zach on the other side. Doesn't find much either. Gannon with the ball, gonna launch it down the field. Zach accidentally backflips. And that one's gonna go back out to mid. This one mid for Gannon. Can he get on target? No, it's just a little bit high. Team Tundra now will have possession. Zach passing over, or sorry, Xavier passing over to Zach. Zach over to Xavier here. Just not able to really find anything there. It was a good passing play attempt from Team Tundra. But they're gonna look, as they do get a demo here, they're gonna look to maybe find a go-home goal here, as this one's obviously not going to end in their favor. Xavier with a good touch, Gannon's third, and Zach does find the 2nd goal with 12 seconds to go. Bless you. Gannon did get a touch there. Zach was just too much for him. Zach's got both goals in this one for Tundra, but it's all Chaos Corp, unless Tundra could pull an insane 3-goal comeback in 12 seconds. And it doesn't look very likely with Zeph having the ball. Zach will get a save. But it's all it's all Chaos Corp in game #1. They take down to this kind of thing happening. They've already gone down 2-0 once as Zach has left the match. Not sure what's going on there. He is back. But let's see, what can Team Tundra do differently in game number 2? I think it was just those game 1 jitters. You know, you're trying to get used to your opponent, and they just got the best of this first game. We'll see how they respond in game 2. Or will Chaos Corp put Tundra on match point? Which I don't know if they want to do in this case. We'll see what happens. Game 2 underway with the kickoff that will go in Tundra's favor. Zeph going to launch this one down the field to get us started. Xavier going to take possession of the ball. We saw him try to do this a lot against the Sunbreakers. Oh, is this on target? It is! Tundra are able to strike first in game 2. What even happened here? Xavier just got a really good 50, and Zach was able to get the touch before Zeph. 1-0 lead for Tundra here. The start that you want after a not so good game 1, but they at least scored. They at least scored in this time. Down 6-0 when it came to goals in the first 2 games against Sunbreakers. This time it was only 5-2. Zeph looking for a shot. It's on target, and Chaos Corp immediately answer. The ball just kind of went right into Zeph's hands. Xavier was there. He just couldn't get up to it. 30 seconds in. Both teams have found the net. Who wants it? This game, this year, the Group Beach Championship, you get the 1 seed for winning this one. Right now, it's hard to tell. Game 1 showed us that maybe Chaos Corp does, but it is just game 1. It is that warm-up game after all. Gannon gets a nice touch there. Zach and Xavier attempt to clear that one away, and they do. Now Zeph's going to have possession here. Gets a 50 out of it. Now Gannon gets a hit off the mid, looking for a touch. It's not quite on target. Zeph is there, and Zach with an incredible save keeps Tundra tied. What a save by him there. I thought that might have been a goal. Now Gannon was going to look for Doomsy. The net's wide open off the post, and Zeph scores the second goal for Chaos Corp. Noticing more and more that Tundra seems to be stuck on their side of the field, scoring their first goal. You saw Zach have to make an incredible save. Yet again, they were stuck on defense. They have the ball here on Chaos Corp's half. That's a catch from Xavier. Can he get a follow-up? He's got no boost at the moment. He does get it mid. Zach's there, but it's just a little bit too far. He was unable to turn that one to get it on target. Zach now with a touch over Xavier. And Tundra with the passing play, tie this one back up. Xavier just great positioning there. He trusted Zach to get the touch right over to him. He had no pressure, really. All tied up with 3 minutes to go here in game 2. Are we going to see the series be tied? Or will Chaos Corp go up 2-0? Both members have no boost for Team Tundra, but they're able to clear the ball out anyways. Now Zach looking for a shot here. Puts one in front of the net, but doesn't really find anything after that. Xavier going to go up for the ball here. Sends it to the middle. He's there. Going to look to get it on target. Not quite. It's going to go up there, and Zeph's probably going to get to that first. He's got no pressure on him. Gets a reset. Zach a little bit awkward, and Zeph gets another touch that popped in the air. Zeph now looking for a goal. Team Tundra really awkward on defense right now. Able to get away with it. Now Xavier's got no boost, gonna get a 50, it's a good one. And Zach will take control. Up and hits that one away. This game obviously a lot closer than game 1 was. This is what you want to see if you're Tundra. 2 minutes to go. which team will get the goal that they need. Zach gonna have possession of the ball, gets a 50, not a great one though, as Gannon gets the last touch on it. Now Xavier, the control of the ball, gets a 50. Can Zach get there first? Another 50 in front of the net. Tundra now keeping the ball on Chaos Corp's side. With the hit over to mid, he's just gonna bring it to the right side. Zeph pre-jumps and leads Zach to the ball. This looks like a good opportunity for Chaos Corp. Xavier, a touch. That one's not on target. That's an opportunity that can take right there. It's a wide open net. And once again, Tundra get away with it. Oh, a lack of communication, I believe, there. Team Tundra both went up for the ball and then weren't sure which one was going to go. Gannon with a pass back to Zeph. He's got all the space he needs. Can he get the reset over? No, Zach gets the save. And Xavier will clean it up. A minute ago, both teams still tied. Oh boy, Xavier with the demo. What can he do? Spawns on that side. Xavier gets a decent 50. It's Gannon all by himself, but he's able to get the touch out. Ball with no boost. Xavier get touched, but it's almost in front of the net. As Zach will have to clear that one out. 3rd seconds now. Neither team able to find anything. Xavier looking for a shot. It's saved by Zeph on the left side. And now Zeph gonna look to hit the ball towards the net. Zach gonna take possession over. And now he has it out of the air. Gets a touch, but Gannon gonna clear it over to the corner. Gets demoed for his efforts. Zeph trying to take control of the ball. Xavier went for a 50, doesn't get it. Zach with a shot on target. The net is wide open. The net is wide open. It's a disaster for Team Tundra. 3 seconds to go. Both members go. And Zeph, all he has to do is hit it on target, and he does. Chaos Corp looking to go up 2-0. And that ball's not going to go up. Chaos Corp have taken game 2, and here we go again. Team Tundra finds themselves in the same exact spot they did in round number 1. Zach has to pull out some magic again. The comeback kid, as we like to call him, has to do it again. But are they going to be able to do it this time? Zeph here with all shots for Chaos Corp, 3 goals to his name. Meanwhile, Gannon had 3 assists and 3 saves. On the other side, both members of Tundra had a goal and an assist. Zach with 2 saves, while Xavier had 1. Oh man. Can Tundra somehow do it again? They're in the same position that they were against Sunbreakers, down 2-0. This one's been a lot closer than it was in the first 2 games against Sunbreakers, but are they going to be able to find it? Here we go, game 3 underway. Will Chaos Corp sweep their way to the number 1 seed in Group B, or will Team Tundra pull out 2 reverse sweeps? No matter what, it's a crazy stat. Zach gonna clear this one away. Gannon's got the ball, no boost. Xavier will get a touch. Zeph has to jump in for that one because that would have been in the net. The question is, what do we think Team Tundra is going to change in this 3rd game? I really don't know what exactly it is that they really did wrong in the last game. Maybe a little bit better communication. I know we talked about that in the match recap. Oh, that's a wide open net right now. Is that in though? It is. Xavier will give Team Tundra the lead. But I really haven't noticed too much besides maybe a lack of communication we saw near the end of the game where members of Tundra went or were going to go and then both went away from the ball because they weren't sure who was going to go for it. This could be a chance to go up 2-0. And they will. Team Tundra take a 2-0 lead. Zach with a breakaway opportunity takes advantage. This is what Tundra need. We talk about Zach in game 3. It looks like it's happening again. Still plenty of time on the clock, though. Chaos Corp can bring this one back at a moment's notice. Now we're going to get cleared out over to Xavier. Hits it up towards Zach. Zach will take the pass opportunity. Now it's over to Xavier, who looks for a shot, and it's just off the mark. Team Tundra almost with a 3-goal lead. Again, now Zeph goes up for it. Doesn't get a touch. Zach didn't really get a great touch either. Now Zeph going to look for a ground pinch. And I think Gannon also went for the ball there. It was a double pinch attempt. That one goes mid. Xavier decides to turn around. Probably a really good idea there. He gets a touch, but it'll go into the back corner. Xavier now get the save over into the corner. Xavier trying to take his time. Get Zeph to go. It's just Gannon. He's got no boost. Xavier looking to do it all himself. Oh no. And Zach decided to go for it. And that's going to cost him again. Chaos Corp score, and I'm not really sure what the plan was there. Xavier was trying to do it all on his own with no boost. I don't necessarily blame Zach for trying to go for it there, but it cost him in the end. Team Tundra still holding on to the lead though, but Chaos Corp trying to storm back. Zeph will beat Xavier to the boost there at midfield. Now Zeph's gonna have the ball in the air. Gets a reset, looking down to Gannon, I believe was the play there. A 50 comes through into the corner. Zach bumps Zeph. Gannon gets it over. It's going to be off the mark. Can Zeph get there first? I don't think he was expecting that bounce. I certainly wasn't expecting the bounce off the post there either. Team Tundra going to hold on to the 1-goal lead, but for how long? A 50 comes through. It's good for Zach, but he's got no boost right now, and he can only do what he can. Zeph with the ball. Doesn't get the touch. But Gannon's able to beat Xavier. Zach will be the first one to the ball here. Gannon goes up for it, gets a touch, not a great one. Zeph will come in to clean it up. Uh-oh. This net's wide open again for Chaos Corp. Gannon over to Zeph. Zeph off the post. Chaos Corp, another missed opportunity there. They have won both games, but there have been multiple occurrences where they do have a wide open net and they bounce it off the post. Hasn't hurt them thus far. Will it hurt them here? Because they're still down a goal. Oh boy, a bump from members of Team Tundra to each other. Now Zach gonna look for a 50, doesn't find it. Does get the pinch, another 50 into the corner. Zach getting bumped by Zeph though. Gannon's going to have possession of the ball. Who will challenge him? It's going to be Zach. Gannon gets it around him, but Xavier's able to clean it up. Xavier gets a demo on Zeph. Zach up for the ball. Gets a touch. It's near the goal. Gets a bump as well. Just nothing doing. A minute to go. Can Team Tundra hold on to this 2-1 advantage? We saw Chaos Corp score with 3 seconds to go to take game 2. Can they find that magic again? Team Tundra have got to be careful not to double commit late in this game. That's not a good touch from Xavier, but he's able to get another touch, which keeps it away from Gannon. Zach will 50 Zeph, and as long as he keeps possession of this, he will waste precious seconds for Chaos Corp. Zach looking to get it around, but Zeph gets the save out. Gannon hitting it over. They've got to find something here. Zach gets a touch, and that might be the dagger for game 3. Zach finds Tundra's 3rd goal. Zach looking to make it 15-7 for him in game 3s, which is absolutely ridiculous, and he'll be 6-3 as well, as long as they hold on to this when it comes to facing elimination. Xavier will clear that one away, and I think that's going to do it. Chaos Corp not going to be able to get the ball over there in time. Team Tundra have brought one back. They're looking to reverse sweep for the 2nd time, and they're starting it well, and Zeph somehow added a 2nd goal here. Xavier really kind of helped them there. Interesting ending, but it doesn't matter anyway. Team Tundra reversed the scoreline from game 2, but they still have to win 2 more to win the series. It is official that Chaos Corp will not sweep their way through Group B, but they could end it right here in this 4th game. Xavier had himself a goal and 2 saves on the other side. Zeph and Kaden both with a goal and 2 saves and 4 shots. Their stats were nearly identical. And it's Team Tundra just out shooting Chaos Corp 9-8, but they may have won 1 game, but can Team Tundra force game 5 again? I don't understand how Zach does it. It may be all fine and dandy that he took game 3, but if he can't take this one, does it really even matter? Game 4 underway. Team Tundra got to win this one to force a game 5. A demo coming through on Zach, or on Ganon, sorry, from Zach. And now a demo to Zach. Zeph looking for the Doomsy. And he finds it. What a goal from Zeph there. Xavier did get the touch. We just couldn't get it out of the net. And for the first time since game 1, I believe, it's Chaos Corp that score first. Interesting stats so far in this series. The team that has scored 2 goals has lost every time. Team Tundra scored 2 in the first 2 games and lost, and it was Chaos Corp who scored 3 in game 3 and lost. So at least the team that lost ended up with 2 goals. I guess I should say it like that, because... But anyway, Xavier with the ball here. Team Tundra got to tie this one up. Not a good 50, and I don't know what happened on the front end for Team Tundra, but Zeph's going to get a free goal, and Chaos Corp up 2. Xavier got bumped originally, and then I think Zach got bumped into Xavier. So really not much Team Tundra can do about that one. But it's Chaos Corp looking good early, trying to close this one out in 4, not let Team Tundra bring this all the way back. Obviously early on, when we were talking about these teams, we power ranked Chaos Corp on the lower end, I believe. And they've really proved us wrong here. Zeph and Ganon seem to be quite the team. Oh, Zach was going to look for a touch, doesn't find it. Now Zeph's going to have the ball. Can he put it mid? He does. It's way up high. But Zach's going to get to the ball first. But yeah, and Xavier might have an open net on the other end. There we go. Team Tundra finds 1 back. That's what they needed. But Chaos Corp have really proved us wrong. We weren't too sure how this pairing would go between Zeph and Ganon, but it's worked out pretty well thus far, as Chaos Corp is looking to close this one out in a 3-1 win and take the 1 seed. Now Zeph with the ball. Zach will jump in the way and stop that before it even gets started. Zeph with the ball again. It's on target. Zach gets the save again. We'll have to clear that one out. And Zeph will get 1 more touch, but he's got no boost, so he has to get away. Ganon looked for the 50 there, doesn't find it. The ball on the wall, Zach will take it. Maybe panicked a bit there. Allowed Zeph to get there. And now Xavier push it upfield. Zeph didn't read it correctly, and Ganon positions himself nicely. Xavier gonna look for a goal though, a 50. It's a good 50, but Zach just wasn't quite in the position he needed to be. Now Zeph with a high touch. Xavier goes up for it. Blocks Ganon from getting the goal. Team Tundra cannot allow another goal at this rate. They got to find one back themselves. Zeph clears the way to Xavier. Xavier, it's over, Zeph. It's open. I guess not really as open as I expected it. That's my bad there. But Team Tundra, they're finding opportunities, but they can't seem to capitalize on them right now. 2.5 minutes to go, still plenty of time, but they got to capitalize on one here, especially if Chaos Corp were able to find a goal. Now Zach, looking for the 50, does find it with Zeph. It'll come out of the corner. Zeph gets into Xavier there. Oh no, Zach doesn't get the touch. Xavier going to be able to get to it. That's a really good clear actually from him. Zeph gets one touch, and it's now Zeph versus Zach on the other side. Zach's able to clear it out. Now Xavier will take the ball up the wall, gets a touch towards mid. Zach can, oh, a miscommunication from Tundra right there. Zach probably was going to try to go for the ball. Instead, Xavier does. Will they get punished for it? Zeph up, looking for the touch. Zach blocks it, and Team Tundra somehow get out of that mistake there. Oh, Zeph was looking for the fake on Zach, and he didn't fall for it. A minute and a half to go. It's still Chaos Corp with the lead. Xavier doesn't get a touch. Maybe it was a fake, and it's going to work. I don't know if that was intentional from Xavier or not, but it might have just worked. Zeph didn't have a lot of boost, but he just wasn't able to read what Zach was going to do. Tundra have brought this game back. We're tied up with a minute 21 to go. Zeph, though, this is not what you want. If your Team Tundra going to have the ball in the air all to himself. Zach will get the 50, though. And now he will take it up the wall. What can Zach do on the other side? Gets a 50 that's towards mid, but it's going to go all the way to the right wall. Xavier goes, but Gannon beats him to the ball. Zeph is up. The shot is not on target. Gannon got demoed. Xavier could try to put this on target. Unable. And now Zeph with the ball. Never mind, Zach's going to have it. Going to send this one mid. It's going to bounce off the ceiling. But Zeph will jump in. Less than a minute to go. Who's going to find the goal here? Zeph going to have the ball in the air. Looking for the touch. It's blocked by Xavier. Gannon with a touch mid. Zach's going to have the ball. 30 seconds to go. So it's coming down to the wire. Team Tundra have to win this game. Can they find the shot? No, it's blocked by Gannon. Zeph's going to have the ball. Zach's got no boost. Goes for it and clears it out. I think Xavier got a demo on Gannon again. Now Zach was looking for the flick there. Doesn't find it. Zach all by himself. I was going to say all by himself on defense. Gannon with a flick. Zeph with the dagger with a second to go. Oh my goodness. Gannon 2-6. We'll have to await the result of the other Group B matchup to see if they will need a tiebreaker or if. Hello, everybody. I think I will.
Lost, but at least you were able to bring one game back. How are you guys feeling right now?
Stupid. Lag takes another game away from me against Seth. That's always what happens. I feel like I always get the game 3, but I just get lagged out of game 4 and game 5. Stupid as shit. But can't control stupid, so.
Yeah, a little bit better than the team we played last time.
I will say you guys did play better in the first two games, definitely, than you did against Sunbreakers. Unfortunately, you couldn't pull 2 reverse sweeps, but definitely quite the effort, and you guys will await the results of the other matchup to see if you'll have to play a tiebreaker or if you will get the 2 seed.
All right.
Yep.
All right, Chaos Corp, congratulations. You guys are the 1 seed out of Group B, get a 3-0 over Revolution, a 3-1 over Tundra. How are you guys feeling heading into the bracket?
I feel like we could have sweeped.
Shut the fuck
If
up.
Gannon missed an open net, and then I missed a save because I went for corner boost instead of the ball. It was just simple mistakes that led to losing game 3. We were all lagging, by the way. It was not just.
Yeah,
the
we
other
were
team.
all lagging.
All 4 of us.
Like, literally, I
That's
looked at,
weird.
like, the stream so many times, and I saw, like, all 4 of us were over, like, 200 ping at some point.
There's something wrong with my server or something?
Yes,
Maybe.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Your fault.
Yeah, it's your fault.
My bad,
It is
guys.
Kaden's fault, guys.
I was bending reality to my will.
Yeah, Kaden, you gotta stop doing that.
Yeah, clearly.
My fault. I don't know what you wanted me to do. I was supposed to be the host of it.
Use your admin panel to stop the lag.
Ah. I could have turned the lag off. Yeah, that's my bad.
One day I'll get revenge.
Hey, at least you won game 3, right?
Yeah, game 3, woo.
You're now 15-7 in game 3s and 6-3 in game 3s where you're down 2-0.
And Zeph has never swept me.
No, he hasn't. But at the same time, you've also never beat Zeph.
Well, just wait until
So it's
final
like-
stage when we run into each other.
You know. But yeah, I definitely think with how good you both are playing, you will run into each other again in the bracket stage. But that was a good series nonetheless. But it's Chaos Corp, who I'm not sure a lot of people expected to take them the 1 seed in Group B, but they did anyways.
You guys certainly didn't. Ranking us as 6th best team? Come on now.
You know, like, to be fair, I did not know how good you two were going to play together, okay?
So why is it a tiebreaker for the 2 seed and not the 1 seed? What happened to the 1 seed?
We're the 1 seed.
You are the 1 seed.
Oh, so the tiebreaker is the seed.
So,
Okay, I see.
The only way that there's a tiebreaker for the 2 seed is if Revolution beat Sunbreakers, because Team Tundra and Revolution did not.
I see.
If Sunbreakers wins, then Team Tundra gets the tiebreaker over them because they beat them.
I see.
Yep. Alrighty, with that being said, Chaos Corp able to take down tonight with a 3-2-1 victory. They get the 1 seed. Tundra other match. If they need a tiebreaker or not. We will be live, or not live, but we will have another matchup here tomorrow night, and it will be the Group A championship between Beachy Balls and then Nuggets. So make sure you stick around for that tomorrow night. Stick around for any announcements.
Internet.
What?
Are we sure that matchup is happening? Mike said he was having internet troubles.
Did he?
Yes. He said he wouldn't be able to play until like Friday night.
Make sure you stay tuned in. Thank you all for watching tonight, and we will see you hopefully tomorrow night for another matchup.
Nah, tomorrow night we'll just be running 3v3s. against random.